Okay, so for this video, we are going to be working on the train body. I'm going to take a picture of this. So I have the measurements, and you might want to as well, so you can kind of follow along and double check me. All right, so you need to make a new folder and call it Train Project. You can see mine here. And then within that folder, you're going to create a document. I'm going to call mine Train Project Videos. You should just call yours Train Project, but I already have one called Train Project, so. Okay. So we're going to start a sketch. On this plane, and I'm going to view normal to sketch plane. I am going to start by sketching out the front of the train body. So let's make a rectangle. It looks like this rectangle should be 2 by 0.875. Okay. And then I'm going to sketch a circle. It says the radius is 0.75. Circles are dimensioned by their diameter, though, in Onshape, so we're going to do 0.75 times 2 to get the diameter. Okay, and then it looks like this circle is 1.375 from the bottom, and we want it to be 1 inch from the side. Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. And then we need to trim. And then we're going to extrude this. And we need to extrude it see, the whole train is 5.5. And then we're just doing kind of this front part of the engine, and the back is 1.75, so we're going to subtract 1.75. Okay. So that's kind of the front, and then on the front, I'm going to start a sketch. View normal to sketch plane. And I'm going to do those holes on the front there. So use the point tool. I'm just going to put 3 points on here, and I'm going to dimension these points. So it looks like this should be 0.125 from the bottom, and then 0.375 from the side. 0.125. It's also 0.375. And then this point should be in 1 inch from the side, and 0.625 from the bottom. Okay, finish the sketch, go to the hole. We just, we want it to be blind. Just keep it at custom. It says that they're all drilled with pointed angles on the PowerPoint, which is good because that's how this is. I don't even know how to not make this pointed. But let's select our holes. And they are, if you look at it, they're all a diameter of 0.125. And they are a depth of 0.125. Okay. Now we need to do the back of the train. So if you're using a mouse, you can just use the right click, and that's how I'm rotating this. Otherwise, you can use the cube here. We want to start a sketch on the back. View normal to sketch plane. Okay, so you need to look at the back of this. So we need a point. And I want that point to be 1 inch from the side and 0.375 from the bottom. And then we're going to make a circle. That's going to be our, that point is going to be our center point. And this circle, the radius is 2.35. So again, we're going to multiply that by 2. Okay, and then we're going to use the line tool. Escape. And connect. And then we're going to trim. And now that's the sketch for the back of the train. We're going to finish and extrude. And we are going to extrude it 1.75. All right, cool. Okay, now we need to add some holes. Let's start a sketch on this face. Use the point tool again. Okay, first I'm going to dimension this point before I do anything. So it looks like this point is 4.5 from the back and 0.5 from the bottom. Okay, now I want another point that's the same distance from the bottom. So by lining it up with that and dragging it over, I know that this is 0.5 from the bottom, so I don't need to do that. And then this should be 1 inch from the back. Okay. Now finish the sketch, use the hole tool. These are the same. And this is going to be a... So technically this hole is supposed to be tapped. And we could go up here and do ANSI. And then we could change it to tapped. And select the threads per inch and things like that. But we're going to keep it at custom. And we're not going to thread it. So we're going to do a 0.25 inch diameter That's what the 1/4 inch is, and then 0.875 depth. And finish that. Okay. Now we are going to get a plane, and we want a mid-plane between, you're going to click this side and this side. Okay. And then we are going to mirror. Let's see. Oh, here we go. That's the problem, I remember. Okay. Up here where it says part mirror, it doesn't even, yeah, there's the drop down. We want to do a feature mirror. So you need to change that to feature mirror, because we're trying to mirror a feature, not a whole part. So we just want to mirror these holes. Okay. And then change it to, oh, okay, let's try this again. Okay, change it to feature mirror. Instead of selecting the holes here, I'm going to select them over here in the browser. There we go. And then we want to select that mid-plane. Oops. Sorry, change it to mirror plane and select the plane. There we go. And now it's mirroring it. Hopefully you got that. Alright, so then I need to unlock my phone. Okay, so we got the holes. So now we want to start a sketch on this side. And we're going to view normal to sketch plane. Okay, we need another circle. So just make the circle somewhere. And it is a radius of 0.5. So again, we're going to multiply that by 2. And it needs, the center of the circle needs to be 0.25 from the back. And it needs to be 1.75 from the bottom. And then we are going to use the line tool to connect. You're going to connect, just click the top of the circle to the back, and then hit escape and do that with the bottom of the circle to the back. Now we're going to use the tangent tool. So over here, where next to the dimension tool are all these constraints. Tangent, so we're going to tangent this line to the circle, and again this line to the circle. And if we click over here, show all constraints, you can see that it's tangent. All right, now I want to trim that part of the circle. Okay, and then we're going to finish the sketch and extrude. And we want to remove and through all. Okay. Last thing we need, oh, nope, 2 more things. We need a hole on the back. So we're going to start a sketch on the back. And view normal to sketch plane. Use the point tool again. And we want this hole to be 1 inch from the side. And, oh boy, lost my picture. And 0.375 from the bottom. Okay, finish sketch, hole. Looks like this is a 0.25 diameter, but 0.5 depth. Okay. Now the last part before then the last thing we're going to do is, it says round all edges to a radius of 0.1 except for the drilled holes. So the last thing we're going to do is fillet basically everything. But we need the hole for the smokestack on top. So we're going to do a plane, and then we're going to do an offset plane from the bottom. Okay. So click the bottom. Change, mine is going down, so I'm going to change the direction to go up. And I need it to be 1.375 plus the radius of this this like engine piece, and the radius was 0.75. Perfect. So I wanted it to be tangent to this surface, which it is. If you look at it, it's tangent to the top there. All right. So the last thing we need to do is hit escape there. Okay. Start a sketch on this plane. And then we need to view normal the sketch plane. And we're going to, again, use the hole tool. All right. So this is, we're going to assume it's centered. So we're going to put it at 1 inch over. Okay. And we're going to put it 0.875 from the front. Finish sketch, hole, and this needs to be a 1/2 inch diameter and a 0.25 depth. Finish. And there we go. I am going to hide some of these extra planes. There we go. Okay. And then we need to fillet everything except for the holes, like the outside of the hole. So we want the radius to be 0.1. And you're going to select every edge. Every single edge. I feel like I want, there we go. There we go. The nice thing is if you screw up, just hit the X next to one of these. That's like an inventor you can undo as well. It's not as intuitive though. Okay, so okay, oh. Oh, jeepers, this is tricky to make sure you have everything. Okay. I think I got it all. All right. Last thing to do is edit the appearance, and I'm going to make mine South Dakota State themed, so I'm going to make my body blue. And then I'll make some of the other parts yellow, but feel free to do whatever colors you want. And there's the train body.